Hi, I'm Craig.
I'm Braden.
Welcome to Crossing the Vector Line,
where because of our interesting and potentially hilarious commentary, we hope you learn to love video as much as we do. This week we're introducing a new segment called How They Do That.
How did they do that?
Let's check it out.
So I'm sure it's happened to you. You're watching a movie, watching a TV show, and something happens and you think, how did they do that? Right? That shot or that special effect. How in the world did they get that thing to be in front of you on your television?
It looks so cool, but could you possibly do it yourself?
A lot of times the answer is yes.
So let's take a look at some of our favorite ones. First up, Star Trek. One of the coolest parts when they're doing that mining operation on that planet with the big laser beam that's coming out of the big chain thing, and they have to jump out of the spaceship to fly down there because that's the only possible way of getting there.
Why couldn't they teleport again? And the shot while they're flying down at like 400 miles and the guy's like, I'm not gonna pull my chute. And they're like, pull your chute, pull your chute. How'd they shoot that? You'd think super fancy, they're on a rig and they've got fans blowing and... Or?
Check this out. They're in a parking lot right now. The guys are literally just standing, looking straight up, holding that pose, and that's it.
With a mirror under their feet, reflecting the sky.
There you go. Super simple to do,
That's right.
Super cheap, and it totally looks like when you watch it, it's like, oh my gosh, they are falling to their deaths, plummeting at horrendous miles per hour right now.
Next one is one of my favorites. So the vertigo shot. You guys seen Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo?
But it's in Jaws, it's in so many great movies. But this is where you are moving the camera closer or away from your subject, but then at the same time zooming out or zooming in. So you're physically moving the camera closer, but then also zooming out at the same time, or the reverse.
And what it does with the lens, it gives the optical illusion, really, that the person is staying in the same place and the background and foreground are bending. And it's just adds a really kind of otherworldly
surreal effect to it. Special effect number trace, Lord of the Rings. All of those movies still use the same forced perspective trick on the little people we like to call the Ewoks. How do they do that?
You did it so well, and I couldn't keep up with you. Forced perspective is something to help give you the impression that Elijah Wood was significantly smaller than Sean Bean. So how'd they do it? They always take them in post-production and shoot them on a green screen and shrink them down?
It's really simple. You know the trick where they stand the person on the hand? That's essentially what it is, okay? You have someone way in the background if you need them to look smaller, and then the person who needs to look bigger, you just have them close to the camera. Super simple. You don't have to get all those stunt doubles and all this extra makeup and costumes and stuff. You just kind of line them up in the frame, line them up, and there you go.
Obviously, the camera movement is limited because once you start moving the camera, you're gonna mess up the illusion. But it's impressive, the kind of stuff that they can do.
So check out all 23 days of footage they had for the behind the scenes there.
So
it's pretty cool.
Good.
This episode of Crossing the Vector Line is brought to you by Whipster, our favorite tool for video review and approval. Sign up today for your free trial at whipster.io.
I'm no videologist, but CGI is ruining movies. Mic drop. Hold on, I got it. Sorry, we have to finish the show here.
So you believe CGI is ruining movies as opposed to practical effects?
I mean, take a look at the new Hobbit, since we're on the Lord of the Rings kick. The new Hobbit movies just look like garbage.
Yeah, but there are some things that practical effects simply cannot achieve. I've got one word for you. Gollum. Mic drop with the...
That was smooth. Peter Jackson knew he wasn't happy with how the makeup was looking on with the practical effects. He wasn't getting the expression he wanted, so he says we're gonna go all out CGI. It just doesn't look good, and everyone will agree with that. Because if you look at like the original one, when they're in the Mines of Moria, they're all surrounded, and you got that goblin who's going like and like they're all like that is terrifying. Lurtz. Such a scarier bad guy than the new general guy with the thing through his arm.
However, there are things you simply cannot do with practical effects. For example, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If they had an actual lion with those children,
That'd be a short movie.
Yeah, really short. I see the benefits, but I'm no videologist. So that's this week's Crossing the Vector Line.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought of the How'd They Do That segment. And if you have any of those How'd They Do That moments,
Let us know.
share it with us.
Absolutely.
Please.
Like the video, comment on it, please. Share it with all your peeps.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
The red light is on.
No! Oh, it's just the red record light.
Yeah. No,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. No big deal.
Energy.
I am Braden and Craig, and we gotta be really quiet because it's nap time. But this week on Crossing the Vector Line, we're talking.
I'm not videologist.
Whoa!